Alhamdulillah for everything.
Alhamdulillah.
Be our Lord, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, everything God gave me.
Yes, guys, hope you're doing well. I'm in here, Mr. NH2, and today we're joined by Jigs, Mr. JB. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you? Thanks for having me. It's a good little setup you got here, man.
Cheers, thank you, man. Bring the best to the best.
Try it, my boy.
That's how it is. So, with all my guests, brother, I like to start from the beginning. All right, introduce yourself to the camera. Who are you? What you do?
Yes, I'm JB. To be fair, I've got a lot of names, aliases. People know me by different names, but Jigs or JB. I'm a car detailer now, and yeah, that's what I am now, a car detailer.
Okay, so you're known as the car detailer, and you work with a lot of people, many people.
Yes.
So obviously you weren't born as a car detailer, right?
No.
You know, you didn't spawn in a car.
I didn't.
Everyone finds their path, you know. They're born young, they find their thing. So growing up, you know, what were your first couple interests? What got you into?
Growing up, I grew up in a big household, so I've got a lot of siblings. First interest, probably football. Do you get it? Football? We moved around a lot, so it was very here, there, and everywhere for the first. I had a very different upbringing to a lot of people. So we moved houses quite a bit. I've lived in various countries, but I always had my siblings in it, so we used to just have fun doing our own things. But in terms of like actual interest, what I wanted to be when I was younger, I feel like I always had an entrepreneurial brain. So we was always trying new things. Like we set up like car washes from young outside the house, and that there was a church next door, and we used to wash people's cars. Went down to like Poundland, got like all the bits and bobs. So I guess I've always been a detailer at heart. Do you know what I'm saying? It's £5 a car wash, so we used to do that and that. Sell sweets in school. You know, like the little hustles that you do as a kid.
Little trades, yeah.
My brother had a paper round. We used to like throw the papers in the bush, and we got caught for it in the end. He would have it, and then he would get us to help him, pay us to help him, whatever. He wouldn't do it, take all the cash, just give us a little bit. But when I was younger, do you know what I used to want to be? I used to watch Casualty with my nan. Do you remember? You're a bit young. A thing called Casualty. I think it used to come on BBC, and it was like about the hospital. Maybe like the NHS back then. I don't know if that was a thing back then, but it's like hospital. If I'm not incorrect, it was like hospital. They used to have like operations. I used to want to be a surgeon.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. I used to love like watching like. Back then I can't remember what it was, but now it would be like 24 hours in A&E and stuff like that.
So the documentary behind the scenes,
like you know, like where they go to scenes and like people have like broke their legs and then they show you certain things. I used to watch it. And my nan used to like be like goring, like turning away and that, and I'm like watching the blood and that. And I used to want to be a surgeon for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and so obviously that was your thing, surgeon, and then football as well. I guess every kid wants to be a footballer.
Yeah, I to be fair, I didn't want to be a footballer like that. We used to play ball. We used to love ball,
just play.
Support Arsenal, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just used to be in and around it.
Yeah, and one thing you said as well earlier is having an entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can have as a kid, you know.
Bro.
See the hunger or entrepreneurial mindset. So, in terms of that, what made you want to have that mindset and what kind of stuff did you do as a kid? Because you can't really get a job when you're, 10, 11, apart from the little occasional ones.
Yeah. I don't know, I think it's like my parents were very entrepreneurial. Like, as I said, I grew up a bit different to a lot of people. Like my dad was on job. So my dad was a guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he used to do things. You know what I'm saying?
You knew a guy.
Yeah, come on, man. My dad used to wheel and deal, yeah. So he was big in what he done, innit? Like he was known. And then my mum's just a G. Like my mum's a G. So we were a bit fearless in a way, yeah. Like we're not scared to take risks in my family. So I feel like that helps. Like I feel like a lot of things that hold people back from becoming entrepreneurial. I feel like a lot of people are entrepreneurial. A lot of people have ideas
At heart.
but literally at heart. But and in their mind, and they might even talk about it. But what holds a lot of people back is they're scared to take risks. I've never been that way inclined, and I think it's just the way that we grew up. My brother's entrepreneurial. Both my brothers, like one of them's on the roads and one of them's not on the roads. You know what I'm saying, was on the roads. He's older now, mellowed down, but like one of them's on the roads, one of them's not. One's more like entrepreneurial, like business, and the other one's on the roads doing what he's doing. So yeah, I've just grown up around it, man.
Yeah, and what was your kind of first kind of entrepreneurial bits that you did?
Like I said, the car wash. Bro, some of my memories are a bit like this, like a lot of things I can't remember. There's so much going on when we was kids, yeah, and there was so much like trauma and stuff, yeah, that it kind of messes with your memory and that. But my little sister, her memory's sick, so she'll always bring up certain things, and we'll be like, yeah, so there was probably more things that we were doing. I don't know if we ever sold like lemonades and cakes outside the house, but I probably did. Do you know what I'm saying? But
that's the classic.
The main things I remember of, like from the get-go was like the car wash. in school from year 7 to year 11 selling sweets, selling. My boy Ethan Pinnock plays for Brentford FC. Yeah, him, bro, he was the donut guy, so he used to sell the donuts. And then me and my boy Jerome used to sell like sweets and like cans of drink. And every day we'd literally run down the hill, get on the bus, get into Croydon early, go to pound shop, buy loads of stuff, and then come into school the next day and sell it. Like literally, that was our thing. So yeah, from school, I was on the buying and selling stuff. Yeah, and then later on down the line, I've done like so many like middleman bits. I was selling Ray-Bans for a bit. I had a jacuzzi hiring company. Brought my boy in with me with that. Yeah, just bare little things just to make money on the side. Even when I was working, just making money on the side, man, all the time.
Yeah, and would you say you had the gift of the gab?
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not even the gift of the gab. I am who I am, innit? And when you come from where I come from, bro, like as I said, I've literally lived in probably about 15 to 20 houses. So do you know what that means? That means you're up and you're moving all the time. Do you get it? Like at any point you could be up and moving. Like we was in like refuges. I don't know if you know about refuge. Refuge is like DV, like you know when there's domestic violence involved in households, like the mum and the kids move, but like a refuge is like where you would go to wait before you get housed.
A temporary kind of.
Yeah, so it's like a bed and breakfast, sometimes bed, breakfast and dinner, but it's like you might share a kitchen, but you've got your own little kind of rooms or whatever. So we've done a lot of refuges and stuff like that, but changing houses and changing locations so much, you have to adapt to where you are, remember? So like we started in Leicester, went Luton, came London. In London, I've been in Brixton, like just off Acre Lane. It kind of comes up under Clapham North, but I'd say more Brixton. Thornton Heath, Croydon, was in Netherlands for a bit, Spain, Egypt. So I've been around, bro. Like, so, because from young, you're moving around, you have to make new friends, you might go to new schools. So naturally, you just learn how to interact with people, how to network and stuff. Yeah, and because you've got a big family, like I've got my brothers around me, my sisters and that, we've always been good at communicating.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. I didn't realise you're international, bro. All over the place.
Brother, all over the place, my guy. Everywhere.
That's rough, obviously. And as a kind of young kid, like usually people, for example, me, you know, I've always grew up here, you know, I showed you the blocks over there. I went to the same school, same secondary school, the same people.
Yeah.
But for you, bouncing, you know, every couple months or whatever, I'm guessing, this place, that place, that place. Does that kind of have an effect on you, you know, the connections you have?
Yeah and no. So yeah, it does, but you see me, yeah, all this stuff, I don't see any of this as a bad thing, man. This is all good. We embrace everything. My mum's always, yeah, it's not, bro, we didn't even see it as a test, man. It was just our life, innit? We just knew no different. And my mum always made everything fun. For example, if we was going, like, what we had, when we was in Netherlands, we got kicked out in the rain in the Netherlands, long story, and we had to get on a bus from Netherlands to Spain. It's like a coach. My mum just bought us all a Tamagotchi, gave us one, and said, whoever basically keeps the Tamagotchi alive for the longest and gets from here to Spain, it's like a 24-hour trip. You get a $5 or a $10 in it. But that was sick to us. Like that was so in that moment, it's like, bruv, we're kicked out in the rain, we've got nowhere to live, we're homeless. Yeah. But we're not seen it as that. I've got my family, I've got my brothers, I've got my sisters or whatever. My mum's just made it a bit fun. It's an adventure now, do you know what I'm saying? That's how we've always lived our life. So I wouldn't say it's hard. I feel it was harder for my second oldest brother because I feel like he was a bit more here, there and everywhere with the age that he was. For us, the rocky years was a bit younger, but then I moved to Croydon and I got my main part of my primary school. I did in Kingsley Primary School, which is like Thornton Heath, Croydon Thornton Heath. And then my secondary school, even though we was moving throughout and things were happening throughout the secondary school, I left the school and came back, but and even when I moved, I carried on commuting to the secondary school. So I kind of kept my secondary school friends.
Yeah, and in terms of now kind of moving to more your kind of personal story, obviously, you said you always had that entrepreneur mindset and stuff, and you were always all over the place, you know, moving this place, that place, that place. What kind of was the stage where you realised that, you know, you had to settle and, you know, you had to change, you had to start this business, that business?
I feel like my missus, she settled me down, man. Like when you get someone that's good, and they come into your life at a certain time when you're like in between a boy and a man, they can give you a good sense of direction, settle you down, and it's just a mindset, bro. My brother passed in 2007. I've got loads of older brothers, but the one that was closest to me, we shared a room like our whole life. So like he's the only brother that I've got that's got the same mum and the same dad. I don't see my brothers who have got the same mum, different dad, or same dad, different mum as half brothers. We're all same brothers.
just
But I'm
a
just
fact, yeah.
giving you you get it. So we had same mum, same dad, shared a room, living off our whole life or whatever. And that was my source, my go-to. Do you know what I'm saying? My dad was in and out of jail, doing what he was doing. So he wasn't really my dad. My older brothers were doing what they were doing. They were out the house. So it was me and him. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I needed anything done, it was him. He was my protector, my guidance. So when he passed, I had to kind of figure out stuff on my own. Do you know what I'm saying? Things became different. Like school became harder. I didn't have that protection. I had to kind of protect myself. There's vulnerable times in there where before I was virtually not untouchable, but I could get away with a lot more because I got my brother there, innit? And he's a bit of a guy, so he can deal with certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wait till I get home, tell him, and he's gonna get dealt with, innit? People know what it was, and he's coming back my beef before. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was one stage of growing up, and then yeah, my missus settled me down as well. So I feel like you just get to an age where it's either you go left with the man that are going left, or you figure out what you're doing and you stay straight.
Exactly. Yeah. End of the day, it's always two outcomes, you know, left or straight or right or whatever you want to call it.
Literally.
Yeah. And in terms of faith as well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it plays a big part, you know.
Massive.
That has a say in kind of the path you take, you know, because sometimes people get misguided, you know, they look at certain wrong friends or whatever, takes them down that path. So what does faith kind of mean to you?
Bro, I'm a Muslim, innit? I'm a Muslim, and that's everything, bro. That's everything. That's my answers for everything. Like, I'm getting a bit emotional, like, thinking about certain things, innit? But through all the rocky times that man's had, Islam's always been the thing that's kept me grounded and guided, innit? And it's emotional because it means so much to man, innit? But
Of course, yeah.
there's been so many times, like, not even just my brother, just like, I lost my son 2022.
Sorry, man.
And that's fine. It's part of the journey and it's part of the plan. And Islam is just what keeps you. The thing about Islam is it gives you the answers. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you're going through certain things in life, it's the answers. So people just think Islam's a religion. It's not. It's a way of life. It's the way we do things. It tells you how to go to sleep at night. It tells you how to wake up. It tells you how to go to the toilet, how to wash yourself, how to eat. Every part of life, there's an answer. And you've got the best example from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to basically guide you through that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Islam is, without Islam, my family, not even just me, my mum, we would have folded years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to handle things that are left. Do you know what I'm saying? When things go wrong, bro, the easiest thing to do is pick up alcohol, pick up drugs, drug addiction. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not far from my family. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we come from a certain place where that's the norm. So without Islam, without that guidance, yeah, from the get-go, would have been lost. But alhamdulillah, we've got it.
Always,
Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're favoured, so.
Exactly, yeah. It's like a shield, man, because everyone, like, and it takes guts as well, you know, respect for saying all this. Like, you know, everyone has bad things that happens in life, but it's going to happen regardless. We were talking about this earlier in the car, you know, qadr, right? Whatever's going to happen to you is going to happen, but it's how you react after.
100%.
Because, you know, some people, like you said, you know, you got alcohol, like, that's it, I've had enough, I'm going to rob this, I'm going to do this, but that's just going to lead to worse.
Do you know what I'm
Or
saying?
you could just say, you know, God, you know, I understand, you know, you chose this. It's probably the best thing, or
Literally.
one of the best.
And once you understand that, you understand life, man. And I feel like Islam gives you an understanding of life that life can't give you. And everyone looks for their purpose. And as I've got older, a lot of people have come to me through Islam, like my friends that I've grown up with, and they're lost, bro. People are lost in this world, bro. They don't know what, they ain't got the guidance, bro. They ain't got the answer for certain things, bro. They're feeling, they're depressed, bro. In London, it's hard. And they come to me like, I need to learn about Islam. Like, why do Muslims always have answers, kind of thing, innit? And I love it when my friends do that, bro. Brings me joy still, and I'll help them. I'll bring them their books, and a lot of my friends have taken Shahada, alhamdulillah. So
Alhamdulillah, man.
may Allah guide the rest of my friends that ain't Muslim, man.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like, if you uphold the example, they look at you and they're like, you know, because so many people say, like, you know, I'm Muslim, but do they act Muslim? You know, maybe it's not, they don't put the best image of it, but it's just like, you know, be yourself, follow, you know, what you're told. And if it inspires others, it inspires others. But you're winning, at least, you know how to live.
Trying to,
Alhamdulillah,
but
yeah.
One more thing on that is people don't act how we should as Muslims, myself included. Like there's
Everyone's
a lot
faulty.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? But as an outlooker looking in, always look at the religion, don't look at the people. Do you know what I'm saying? The religion's perfect, the people aren't. Do you know what I'm saying? So look at the people always say, but my Muslim friend, he drinks. It's like, okay, I got a Christian friend, I got a Hindu friend that does X, Y, Z. That doesn't mean your religion's bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at the religion.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? But as people, we have to be better examples. We got to lift up, stand up, and do better. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because we all, like, everyone, and this isn't just a Muslim thing, this is everything, you know. Everyone's faulty. You know, everyone does things maybe in private, but it's just like in public, you know, try your best because you're an image for other people to look at, you know. And in terms of kind of your profession and what you do, would you say that being a kind of Muslim businessman gave you an advantage because you had to follow things certain ways?
100%, bro. But when I look deeper into it, yeah, because it's just how I am as a person. Do you get it? But when you look deeper into it, why are you like that? What makes you like that? 100%, bro. Like, honesty and straightforwardness is all I know. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm never going to cut corners or mislead people or lie to people. It's all I know, bro. I can't be anything but honest. I can't be anything but upfront. And yeah, man, you just have to do things clean. And when things go wrong, it's fine, bro. It's part of life, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's part of life, man. Whatever's written for us has already been written for us. It can't take away what's mine and what's yours. It's exactly the same. I could be so, how can I say this? Yeah, what's mine and what's yours what's mine is always going to be mine, and what's yours is going to be always be yours, bro. And no matter what I do for you, it's always going to be yours and it's always going to be mine. So if I help you, it's not taken away from me. Do you know what I'm saying? What's written is written, bro.
Yeah, we need to talk about that as well. Gatekeeping. We're talking about that.
Broski.
Come on. Too many gatekeepers
pet
now.
hates, bro. Like, it's my pet hate, bro. I hate gatekeepers, bro.
Yeah. God, you want to add more to that,
bro? Just like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's the way I am, the way I was raised, what I stand for. But gatekeeping doesn't help anyone, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And if people know, and if I've always been a middleman, I've always been a plug. I like to think so, innit? Not even trying to toot my own horn or whatever. It's just, it is what it is, innit? So people come to me for so many things, and there's so many times where I could take middleman fees off people. I don't, bro. Bro, you do you. I connect the dots. Do what you got to do. But my thing that I always say is, I don't expect anything from anyone, bro. You ain't got to do nothing.
It's already written.
Alhamdulillah, bro. You ain't got to do nothing for me. But if I'm helping people, when it's time for me to get help, I feel like it's only right that you help me. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't expect it, but it's just the way the world works. And normally that's how things plan out, bro. If you're a good person, you do good things come, bro.
Come to you. You attract it as well.
100%, bro.
And I remember seeing this thing on gatekeeping, like on a comment, some guy was like, "Nice restaurant, where is it?" And the guy replied, "It got burned down." It got burned down. He was like, he didn't even give the truth. Yeah, wallah. I saw it.
But is the restaurant burnt down? He was just like,
no, he was just gatekeeping it. He was just like, restaurant got burned down, doesn't exist, don't ask again.
The mad thing, so the thing about a gatekeeper is, say in my industry, I'll put it back to detailing.
Yeah.
If a detailer jumps in my DMs and he goes, "Oh, how do you film your content? That's good content, POV." If I just say, "Oh, like gatekeeper," and don't tell him, he's just gonna think you're an idiot, and he's gonna go to someone else, and someone else is gonna help, and he's gonna get the answer eventually. And now you're just an idiot. If you help people, bro, people will just gravitate to that, and you're gonna grow, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't see the point in gatekeeping personally.
Especially in business as well. Like if you're known as a solid guy, you know, you put people on, you do this, you help. Because everyone, you know, you start from nothing in terms of your business, you know, and then you got your first client and then this and that. Some person is like that. And if you don't help him, or, you know, maybe you're negative with him, he's always going to have that image.
Yeah.
You know, I have that. I'm not even saying like myself, but for example, when I first started, some people were, you know, not as, you know, not gay people, like, not as respectful as they should be. Mm-hmm. And I have that image, you know, no matter where I go, I'm always going to remember, you know, when I started out, you didn't help me. Now you're trying to come on.
And
you know?
The maddest thing is, everybody needs help. The people at the top still need help, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So do to others what you want done for yourself. That's the way that I see it. And don't give to receive. Just do it out the kindness of your heart, and good things will come to you.
Exactly. And before we go over your kind of detailing business and how it's taken over, you know.
Trying, bro. Yeah. Trying.
And one thing with Pat and I realised when I was walking here, it's like people at the top, you know, like we're talking, you know, all the heavy hitters, right? They're always collaborating with each other. You know, they rise together. But unfortunately, people that are just starting out or at the bottom, you know, they're very selfish. They're like, you know, I'm going to keep this to myself. I'm going to gatekeep. And that's why you stay at the bottom. Because, for example, let's go over all these
Crabs in
monopolies.
the bucket, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. All these kind of big companies and stuff. They do lots of stuff together and they keep the circle within. But, you know, if you're just starting out, you don't have that much punching power. So you'd want to team up, but people don't want to do that.
I think it's different in the detailing world, you know. A lot of people at the bottom team up, but I feel like a lot of people at the bottom, they think about what each other are doing too much. So they want to kind of see what you're doing to kind of see if they're doing it right, if they're doing it wrong, how you do things. You know what I'm saying? It's like not even to one up on you, just to make sure they're doing, like, it's a confidence issue, I reckon. And then at the top of the detailing industry, from the way that I've seen it, I don't see collabs at the top, man. I feel like the top guys kind of hate on each other and just want to get the bottom guys in on their team. Do you know what I'm saying? To push their brand or whatever. So detailing seems a bit different. But I get what you're saying, crabs in the bucket or whatever. But I don't know, man. I feel like for me, I'm a bit of an anomaly in the detailing world, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an anomaly, like who I am, what I represent, where I come from. I don't see many people like me. There probably is some that maybe I don't know their story, but as a whole, I don't see many like me, but hopefully that's a good thing, and it will be the reason why I go on to become a big hitter in the scene. Hopefully, inshallah.
I think my perspective is probably more like the social media side. Like creators always collab with other creators.
Yes.
You know, Mr. Beast, Ronaldo, for example, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But in terms of car detailing as well, you obviously mentioned growing up doing your car washes and stuff. Is that what led to detailing, or what got you?
No. Detailing wasn't in the story, bro.
At
It
all?
wasn't in the story, bro. I didn't. It's not a thing that I wanted to be a detailer. It happened randomly as anything, bro. One of my boys that I worked with, he became a detailer. At that point, I didn't even know what detailing was. When I asked him, how much to wash my car? He's telling me, I can do a snow foam clean for like £50. I'm thinking, what? £50 for a snow foam clean?
What's
What are you
snow
talking about, bro? Get out of here, bro. I'll go to the Albanians down the road. You know what I'm saying? Get it for
Tenner cigarette.
You know what I'm saying, come on, man. And I'll get air freshener with that. Are you crazy? But back then, I didn't know what detailing was. Now, I think it's blowing up, so more people know what it is. But then in my group chat, I can't remember how it came about. I've got a mate called Ben, and I remember he said something. We was talking about detail. I can't remember how it came up, and he told me the entry was that. He's like, oh yeah, it's good, but the entry for that's like 100 bags. I was like, no, it's not. And he was like, it is. It genuinely is. So I was like, okay, cool. Went and done some research, realized it wasn't. Came back and said it wasn't. But whilst doing the research, I'm seeing some certain numbers. I'm figuring I know certain people, so I can kind of position like this. I kind of started thinking, oh, okay, this might work for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Could be my thing, yeah.
Yeah. So then, literally from there, I just like it. Just sometimes in my head, like I get business ideas all the time, but sometimes they just click, and when they click, I just can't get out of it, bro. So I started doing research, and lo and behold, I put like a business plan together in my head. Nothing's ever written down with me, bro. It's all in my head. You know, like not Dragons, then The Apprentice, and that you got to write down a business plan that will critique it, and that you see me. The way that I grew up, the business plan's in your head, bro. I know what I want to do. I might write down a few things, but it's in my head. Do you get it? So, yeah. And then I wrote a business plan and then figured out some numbers and said, yeah, let me just try run with this and try and make it work.
Yeah, and how did you make it work? Because you started from zero, I'm guessing?
Yeah, huh?
You started from nothing, I'm guessing?
Started from nothing.
Scratch.
Zero followers, bro. Didn't know much. So the way I made it work is I figured out how much money I needed. Figured out how I was going to get the money together, long story short. And then I was like, cool, is this really for me? Let me check. I saw there was a taster day. I went up to Cardiff, South Wales, I think that is, and done a training day with Autobead, James, JDS. Big up JDS, man. Love that guy. I'm still in contact with him now, man. It's my brother. And I had a day with him, and I was like, bro, this is sick, bro. And I think he took a liking to me. And he was like, just stay in contact, innit? When you need help, just message me. Over the years, I've messaged him. Every time I've messaged him, he's come through for me, man. Real guy. He's never asked for anything from me. Supported me when I brought out my hats and that. He was like, I'll buy them. I was like, no, I want to send them for free, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He was like, no, I'll buy them. I'm like, I want to send them for free. Like,
back and forth.
Yeah, bro. And then I think he ended up buying a couple and I sent him a couple free on top. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's a real guy, man. Done that. And then I went in to do a training course with Sonex, a place called Sonex. Sick people as well. Done that, learnt the trade. And then as I've gone along, I've done another training course with Liam from UBV, Urban Valets. Sick guy. But that guy is like he's like the detailing final boss, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
bro.
gaffer top.
Bro, he's sick, bro. Like, not everyone in the industry likes him, innit? That's the I don't really know the industry like that, but that's the kind of sense that I get from like the outside looking in. I'm in the inside, but say the outside looking in. But he's a sick guy. He's one of them guys that like you have to understand. You have to admit, for me, I come from a certain place, so I get people. Do you know what I'm saying?
You click, yeah.
Bro, I just get people. Like I just get personalities. I get people. I get why people do things. I don't hold grudges. I don't hold bad feelings. I don't harbor nothing for no one. I'm cool with everyone. Like I don't know you from outside detailing to have a problem with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's sick. So I've done training with him to basically brush up on certain things. And to be fair, I need to go train with him again. I want to do his full course because he's sick. I just like picking his brain. And yeah, man, it's been a good little journey so far.
Yeah,
so that's how I got in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And with detailing as well, like I have no clue what it is. I just know the Albanian car washes, you know, the air freshener and that.
Yeah.
What kit do you start with? Because you see all these guys have their fancy, you know.
Yeah, so kit you start, bro. There's so much in it. You buy a van.
Yeah.
Depends how you want to do it. I've done my high-end luxury, so my price is a premium, so I have to present myself as premium. So I fitted out my van. And they've got all my products and my chemicals, man. So there's loads of products. If you look at the back of my van, there's so many things. So I wouldn't be able to give you a list now, but the main things, you need buckets, you need shampoo, you need some drying towels, some washing mitts, snow foam cannon, and some Technique.
You're probably going to run out of towels.
Literally, bro.
And the Morocco took them all. I had to slide that in. I'm sorry. I had to slide that in.
This guy's Algerian as well, you know. Yeah, literally. Morocco took them all. But but yeah, I'm in Costco buying microfiber towels all the time, man.
Yeah. And in terms of premium, because that's one thing I want to talk about, because like loads of people, there are car washers everywhere, there are car detailers everywhere. What makes you kind of stand out as, you know, the premium JB, right?
But I'm a brand, bro. Like, I took my stuff. When I started, I sat down with my boy who, he's a logo designer. We sat down, we done everything from scratch. The van, how it's going to look, how this is, how that is. Went to people that I respected, asked them, is this what, I know my niche, I know what I'm trying to go for. Does this suit that? Do you know what I'm saying? Done it all properly, sat down, and I just went for bro. I didn't know if I was going to make money or not in it. I just had a dream, $1 in a dream, you get it? And I just went for it, bro. But I just positioned myself, everything was good. The uniform was good, branding was on point, van was on point, training, so my technique's on point. I know what I'm going to do. Always got a game plan, always got goals ahead of me, what I'm trying to achieve, where I'm trying to go. I just went for it, bro. And luckily for me, I knew some people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the contacts, yeah.
I had certain contacts. I just asked certain people that I knew. At the start, what I'd done is, like, I knew big people in different kind of areas that I'd call my friends. Some of them I didn't even know I was good, and they came through, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just asked them, can we do this, this, and this? And they said, yeah. And my idea was like, I done little interview kind of things like this about cars, chopped it up and put on my Instagram. My thing is, they're going to end up, I didn't ask anyone to repost it, but naturally you're going to repost. If you're in it, innit? They're going to repost it. Their followers are going to see it. And they're like, one of my boys is a property developer. People that follow him have money. They have nice cars, property developers.
Yeah.
My other boy, Danny the jeweler. So big up Kazi, the property developer. My boy, I love him to death. Danny the jeweler, another guy, so much respect and love for Danny, bro. I tell him all the time. Didn't have to do nothing for me, bro. He just said, whatever you need, bro. I love people like that, bro, because he's at the top of his game. See, Danny, I could do a podcast on Danny, but that guy's a boss. But yeah, him, big him up, may Allah be pleased with him. He's a jeweler, so everyone that's following him normally has bread in it, jewelers and people with bread.
The whole circle, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, bro, I got some sick customers off the back of them. Like customers still come to me now, and that was at the beginning. Still use me now. And then I done my boy Kai White. He's a Olympian. Big up Kai. My boy Ethan Pinnock. He's a Premier League baller. Big him up. So all these people just brought me people in it, and that's the idea. I wouldn't say I'm using it. I'm not using anyone, but sometimes you got to leverage what you have in it. And
you have the best thing as well.
Gone.
You have the best in contact.
Yeah, and to be fair, like I didn't want anything free. I said I'd do you free car wash and pattern you up in it. A lot of them said no, I don't need it, and then others I just done their cars and sorted them out. I owe Kai. I still him a wash now. Kai, I got you, my boy.
Yeah, I went to do it later, so you have more time. But yeah, that's the thing, because you know when someone starts a business or a service, you're offering a service.
Yes.
And people want it, they don't want it.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing first is obviously reputation, because you say, you know, I'm premium.
Yeah.
You got to be premium, right?
Yeah.
And if you work with people that are seen as premium, it's a snowball.
100%.
They tell that person, they tell that person.
Trust is when like I call people blue tickers. These are blue tickers, people with blue ticks. They're
Verified though.
either macro influencers or professionals or whatever they are. They'll bring you your company. They'll bring trust, trust from other customers. When they see these people on your page, they know that you're real because they know these people, and it just brings trust
Via association.
Yeah, but with that though, it's not as easy as that because you still have to be good at what you do.
Of course, you can't blag it. Yeah,
literally.
And that was your kind of first couple clients, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So you already landed it big, your first couple of clients. And then what led to you kind of expanding more? Did you expand more to kind of general public, or is it just if you have the price, pay it?
Yeah, so like just naturally people see things, word of mouth, you do good jobs, always done good, always been good at what I do. And then it expands. But one of the biggest ones that I got that kind of pushed me was the first summer that I did, there was a multi-millionaire, could be a billionaire, I'm not too sure, on what's the name of the road, Bishop's Avenue. Yeah.
Okay.
One of his workers called me, say, okay, you can't do a car for us. Got there, mad mansion. Yeah.
Which car?
Brother.
Yeah.
They said the first car done, I can't remember what it was. I think it was a Range Rover. No, it was a G-Wagon. Yeah. The G-Wagon's paint, they had paid £12,000 for this paint alone. Do you know what I'm saying? The G-Wagon was suicidal doors. When I done that, they liked my work. They said, oh, when are you free again? I'm not going to lie. I had nothing the next day, yeah? I had to blag it and make it seem like I was mad busy.
I'm in demand.
I said, oh, I can come back on this day. They said, come. Went back that day, done the Ferrari, done the Range Rover. They said, can you come back this day? But I end up doing like 7 cars, bro. That month I was seeing Moolah that month, and they all wanted ceramic coated, polishing or whatever. And obviously with that, done Rolls Royce and that, put that on my page. And then from there, do you know what I'm saying? People, you'll get higher end clientele because they're seeing the big cars on your story, and then before you know it, you're doing DBXs and Lamborghinis weekly. Do you know what I'm saying? Aston Martins and that.
That's the thing, you had to say that, you're exclusive. I'm busy. Let me check my calendar. Let me see.
Tell a lie. There's a guy called my boy Tyrell. Sorry, I got to tell this story quickly, bro. Imagine I'm driving. Yeah, this is the first person that let me do a big car. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm driving. I see this. I'm driving behind another car. I think it's a Porsche, and I want to give them a card. As I'm driving, I see Aston Martin pulled up on the left. I see some guy walking, mixed race guy, yeah, tattoos and that, in good shape. I thought he was a footballer, innit? So I beeped him. He's like, looked at me like I'm about to jump out on him. I said, bro, I'm a detailer. Take my card. He said, yeah, cool, I'm going to lock you in. I didn't think anything of it. Bro, he locked me in and let me do first car I polished. First, supercar, big car. It was an Aston Martin Vantage. Done his car. So big up Tyrell. He patted me nicely.
Is that your way of networking? Business card.
Different ways, bro. Different ways. But if I'm going to catch you on the street and you're going to have a nice car and I get a chance to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to leave you my business card. Yeah.
Exactly. I always try, not today, but I always try to carry my business card with me because I have my own as well.
Yeah.
Little story, I've said this before on another podcast, but what I usually do is, for example, you know how I mentioned Loughborough Uni?
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest under 21s play there.
That's it.
So usually when the away team comes, I wait after and I dish out my card.
Bro.
I'm Amin, I'll do this, I'll do this.
Try to have a little conversation with certain people because people will gravitate to you, and before you know it, you'll be booked out with them.
Because it's the best way to kind of be there physically, because word of mouth only does so much. But if they see the real JB, they see what you're about, they're more likely to, clock in.
Facts.
So, yeah, and in terms of your first job, right?
Yeah.
People usually say, I'll do the first couple for free. I'll do that. How do you know what's a good price to charge as a kind of a business?
I think coming into the detailing world, that's probably one of the hardest things, where to price yourself at. People ask me all the time, what should I charge? What should I charge? The way that I see it is you got to see how much every car costs to do. Yeah, so work out your cost per car as an average, and then work out how long it's going to take you to do that car, and work out how much you'll be happy to get paid for an hour. And I feel like from there you can make your packages. So some packages, say my package is 4 hours and I want to be paid, I don't know, £30 an hour. It will be 120. If it costs me £10 to do that car, it'll be 130 for that package. Do you get? And then if you with polishing, for example, polishing a car, that's a bigger skill. I spent a lot of money going to. I've learned to polish in all my courses, but I've spent a lot of money going to learn how to polish properly with Urban Valets, Liam up at Urban Valets, big up Liam, big up Andy and the team up there. And I spent a lot of money, so if I'm bringing my polisher out, I'm not doing it for cheap. So with polishing, it's a different price range. So yeah, man, just work out how much you want to get paid an hour, work out your costs, and just go from there, man.
The JB formula.
That's literally it, man. That's the way you got to do things.
Yeah. And in terms of kind of business, because when you start, and we're talking a lot about business here, but when you first start, obviously, nothing goes smoothly. Like, you know, you have your wins, you have your losses. What would you say was kind of your first kind of business mistake that you learned from?
Oh, bro. So, yeah, this is funny, yeah, because it's one of the first things I done. So, when I first started, yeah, I sent out to all my boys, yeah, okay, all my family, my friends, it's like family and friends, like mates rate price, yeah, get me up to speed and stuff, yeah. And then one of my boys, Ben, big him up, he got a BMW 1 Series. He booked me in or whatever, went to his house, done it or whatever, yeah. So, yeah, but, oh my God. So, long story short, doing it outside the car, it got to basically doing the inside, and what has happened is I accidentally kept it's a long story to explain how it happened, yeah, but what I'd done is I'd kept the tank open. So, you know, lefty loosey, righty tighty, I left it lefty loosey, yeah, without knowing, and the whole tank came out in my van. And I'm like, I got to the tank, I'm like, why is the tank empty? I mean, there's water on the floor, and I'm thinking, what the hell has happened here? I was thinking it was a leak from the van. I thought the person that done the van had done it wrong. Gone to the front of the car, the whole passenger side is literally just flooded. Yeah. So I'm there. You see me, yeah? Take everything with a pinch of salt. So I'm with my boy. It's a bit serious, but I'm lucky. I'm happy that it's my boy. We're laughing about it now, yeah? Cleaned it up. Luckily, I had the wet dry that basically sucks up water. So done that a few times, cleaned it up. I said, let's go spot this water around the corner where you fill up water and check. Checked it, it weren't leaking. And then my boy was like, you probably left it open. And then my boy said to me, righty tighty, lefty loosey, remember that the rest of your life, innit? And since then, I swear to God, every time I go there, it's a righty tighty, lefty loosey all the time. But that's the first thing that was like, ooh. But after that, nothing like that's happened. It's a good lesson to learn at the beginning, to be fair.
Yeah, it's better to learn it in the beginning rather than...
With my friend as well, do you know what I'm saying? Better to learn it with my friend than a random customer.
And in terms of clients as well, I know we always said, you know, you want to be premium at the beginning.
Yes.
But why didn't you choose, you know, the loads of customers, low rate kind of part?
No, it's not me, bro. Look at the cars that you got to do when you're learning premium. The carpets are dead. You can't hoover them. It's never been my angle. My angle's always been higher end, and I have a bigger goal with this detailing. So I'm doing this now to get to a certain position. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got a roadmap every year that I do stuff. I always have roadmaps, so I know I want to get to. And if the lower end cars come, I do them. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't say no to them because they pay the bills as well. I don't treat any cars different. I would just prefer to be in that, because with detailing, you have to remember that it's a luxury. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everybody, you don't need detailing, you just want it. So you want to position yourself in a place where the people that want it and want it often are going to be people with nicer cars. It's just the way that it's going to be. Do you know what I'm saying? And then if you want to sell your premium service to them, it's got to be people that can afford them. Not everyone can afford £500-600 for a polish, £700-800, however much it might be. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's always been a thing where I've wanted to go into as luxury.
Now, social media. Let's talk about that
let's
now.
Let's talk about that. Let's go.
Because business, that's the real world, but also the digital world plays a part. So what made you want to start, you know, an Instagram or a social media page?
I understand marketing, bro. I got a degree in business. You would never think, would you? Didn't really care about the degree, never used it. I don't even know where my degree is. Do you know what I'm saying? But I have got a degree in business. I can send you some pictures you can put on the screen if you want of me me graduating.
Clip
Do
it,
you know what I'm saying? But I understand it, bro. Marketing's everything, bro. If people don't see you, people don't want you. And people come into my DMs all the time. How do I do that? How do I do that? I go into their page. I see their page. It's absolutely rubbish. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, how are you asking me, like, what do I need to do? And your page looks like this. Not even being rude, but like, come on, use your brain a bit. Look at my page and look at your page. You can see the difference straight away. You don't stand out. So with social media, bro, it's the best tool that we have nowadays to sell a product or service like mine. It's the best one. It's the way that you direct your traffic to where you're coming, you become a brand from it. And yeah, man, it's something that I've always known you have to use.
Yeah, I need you to look at my page, give it a review. So when did you realise it was first starting to work for you, you know, the online game?
Like when I started, okay, cool. So I big up a boy called Jim Ball, yeah? He's got an agency, yeah? He DM'd me randomly one time. You see me, I'm an open person. I'll chat to people in the DMs, you know. Like when people come up to me and say to me, oh, do you want to do this, want to do that? I'll pick your brain, see what you want to do. See what I can benefit, what you can benefit. 100%, bro.
So I got you, yeah.
Why would I turn it down? People are stupid. People think they're too big for other people. Bro, your blessings are disguised in many ways. Anyway, big up Jim Ball. He messaged me, young boy. He said, listen, I do this TikTok, I can do certain things for you, innit? I'll offer you a 2-week trial. I said, cool, let's run up a 2-week trial, innit? At that time, there's another detailer that started blowing up in America. I looked at his footage. I was like, bruv, this footage is sick. Why are people watching it? I've realized why people are watching it. He's doing quick, fast content. But.
Attention span, yeah.
Bro, I'm like, oh my God, he's blowing up, getting millions, bro. I'm looking at his page, yeah. He's getting 50,000 followers in a day, bro. I swear to you, he went from like, I looked at him, he was like 100,000, maybe even below that, yeah. He went up to like 400,000 followers in the space of a week or so. Bro, mental, I promise you, wallahi, no cap, yeah. Cool. I said to his gym ball guy, I said, listen, we're going to do it like this, yeah. Let's do it. Cool. I'm starting to record in a certain way now. He's starting to chop it up. I'm saying, I don't like it like this, I like it like this. He's starting up and I'm starting up, yeah. So he's not the best at what he is, and I'm not the best at giving him clips, yeah. Brother, by the time we started doing like content like 3-4 times a week, and it's flying, got to 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, wherever it was going. And I'm like, bro, this is working, this is sick. And then, do you know how I knew it was working? I see other people copying me. Do you get it? Doing the same thing? I see bigger detailers. Yeah. Well, bigger detailers doing exactly how I'm doing it. And I'm like, bro, I can see you. And I put on my story, I'm cheeky. I'm like, I put my story, like, I see you bigger detailers following me and doing my thing. It's cool. You're not going to shout me out, but it's cool. I know I got you by the balls, bro, but I don't watch that. I don't care about that, bro. If I'm doing something right, copy me. Because if someone else is doing something right and it's working, I'm going to copy them.
It's movement,
yeah. Not copy, like, I'm not just going to basically take your whole
flow.
Yeah, because everyone's themselves and do it themselves. But I'm going to take the blueprint. If there's certain blueprints to take them, bro. That's how you come up in the game. So that's when it's the first started popping, I'd say.
Yeah, and would you say that traffic and, you know, all the follows, all the taps and clicks and everything, did that convert to bookings? Or is it separate?
Yeah, definitely. Like, what happens is people will just be in your inboxes. They'll message you, say certain things, and you just have to convert them, innit? So yeah, man, sometimes it's sporadic, sometimes it's slower, sometimes it's quicker. But yeah, that's it. And then when it goes slow, the thing about business, if you don't get seen, I'm giving gems here, by the way, guys, yeah? I'm giving you gems, free gems. If you don't get seen, yeah, no one gives I don't want to swear, no one cares about you, bro. You get me? Until you're seen. So you might think your thing is sick. Yeah, it is sick, but no one can see you. You're a mini small fish. How do I get people to see me? You advertise, bro. Do some ads. Hit some ads up. Get your thing up there. And I guarantee you, if you spend £300 to £500 on ads, yeah, and people see you, if you're good at converting, yeah, learn how to convert, bro, you'll make 10 times the amount. Easily. So I'm saying, so yeah, get seen. People, get seen. And trust me, you'll run it up.
Yeah, and too many people are afraid of being seen, you know, whether it's positive or negative, you know. As long as, sometimes, like, I wish I did it, you know. I'd rather be, you know, hated and talked about than being silent. You know, because sometimes, like, with people, you see them online, like, this guy's bad, this guy's, you know, controversial, this guy's this. But he's getting seen. Yeah. He's making money. You know?
For me, I wouldn't want to be seen in a bad light unless I'm doing something right. And the reason I'm getting seen in a bad light is because I'm doing something right, and it's hatred. And the reason why I say that is because not all good views and not all followers are good followers. There's two types of followers for me. People that follow you because they're interested in what you do. There's two types of influencers, should I say.
Yeah.
There's people that, and this is a gem for you, yeah? There's people that people follow them because they care what they do. Yeah. So, for example, I could pay an influencer, yeah, $5,000 to post my thing. Some influencers might have 100. Say there's two influencers. Both of them have 100,000. One might have 100,000 because they're entertaining. People just like watching them. And another influencer, people, they're knowledgeable. They give gems and they're trusted. So people do what they say. Do you get it? You don't want to be the person that's reviewed, because you're not getting no ROI, return on investment. You want to be the person that when people respect you and they look at you and they see results from what you do. Do you get it? So I get in the influencer world and in that type of world, it's like all views are good views. But at the same time, it's not. It depends where you are and what you do. If you're servicing a business, it's not all views are good views, man. You want you to be in a good light, 100%.
Exactly. That's the thing as well. Like, if, again, it comes back to you with kind of your clients. If they see you with someone they trust and they know this guy's solid, if you're with the solid guy, you're solid. So that's kind of how it is.
Facts, bro.
And in terms of making yourself look professional, maybe we talked about it already. Let's say, you know, a footballer or an athlete or something comes across your page and he's like, he looks at it and he's like, okay, this guy's serious. You know, how do you kind of build that look?
Bro, you just got to align with the right people, man. And just, you know what it is, yeah? There's something aligning with right people. You just have to be solid yourself, man. You just have to have a good social media presence, have a personality, be on camera, do well. If you make any mistakes, we're all going to make mistakes, rectify your mistakes. If you have a mishap on a car, it can happen, rectify it. Go do a free wash. If you've, I don't know, scratched the paint, pay for the paint to get fixed. It might be a small term investment, but it's going to be a long-term game, because in this business world, all you have is your reputation, bro. Keep it solid. But also, like, if you've got people that you work with that are high-end clients, try and get them on your page. See if they can do a video for you. See if they can do a picture for you, and it will work, bro. I'll give you a story, bro. Romeo Beckham jumped in my DMs and asked for a car wash, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, from the back of who I had on my page, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He knew some people that I had on my page.
Association,
Yeah, he just messaged me and said, listen, I love what you do. Would you be able to do a car wash? I'm like, yeah. He was in America at the time, I think with his mum and dad, doing this thing. And he said, I'm back on this date. Would you be able to do it? And I thought, yeah. But you know when you just think, oh, he might not message back or whatever. Solid guy, bro. Romeo Beckham's a solid guy, my guy. Like, he proper good character, good morals.
See, Brentford, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So that's how the link came. So he follows a lot of the Brentford boys. He saw the boys on my page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him at under-21 game.
Yeah, he does.
Everyone was like, oh, Beckham.
He was training with them and stuff and playing for them. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, and in terms of kind of the cars you deal with as well, obviously you deal with, like, you know, we're talking luxury cars here. Did you ever, when you first started, get nervous, you know, being around these cars? You know,
I told you.
If I mess this up, what if I
told you where I come from, the life I come from, my family, we're risk takers. I'm a risk taker. I don't feel nerves. I don't feel scared, bro. I've boxed in front of hundreds of people, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the main event. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're the main card.
I'm bro, the people are there for me, bro. If I sent you footage, you would see, bro, do you know what I'm saying? Nerves ain't really it for me, bro. I've always played football, I've played cup finals, I've played this, I've never been, everyone that knows, I've never been a nervous type of guy. So nah, I'm quite confident, and do you know what it is as well? I'm trained, bro, so I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're trained, you know what you're doing. Why am I nervous, bro? This is what I want. Why am I nervous to work on this car? This is the car that I want. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm excited, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me make this car sick. Do you know what I'm saying? So nah, I've never really been nervous. I'm insured as well, so if anything did go wrong, go through my insurance. I've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's, man. So when I'm
paperwork,
when I'm in them environments, bro, I'm just happy to be there, man. I'm happy to make that car look the best it can, and I love the reactions that I get after from the clients and customers.
That's great.
Oh, bro,
can you come back next week?
Oh, literally
tomorrow,
that sometimes, bro.
Tomorrow lunch, you got space?
Literally that, yeah. I'll do your next car tomorrow, my guy. Don't worry.
Let me check. I might be busy.
You know what I'm saying? These times I've got nothing booked in the calendar for a month. I can do Wednesday. I can't do tomorrow. I can do next week Wednesday, my guy. Yeah, man.
And in terms of obviously the people you deal with, they want their car to look good. Obviously, you do that. But what do you think is the one thing kind of your customers care about most?
Trust, man. I think trust in your detailer, definitely, bro. You can probably tell by the way I am, bro. I'm cool with everyone, bro. I don't have a bad bone. I don't have a hatred bone in my body. I want everyone to win. There's enough to go around for everyone. I'm just cool. I'm the same with everyone, man. I treat everyone the same, whether you're like this or you're like that. You're just a person to me, innit? We're both people, and we can just speak with each other with manners, respect. I always, treat people good, and they like that. And I'm very good at my job. Man.
Helps, doesn't it?
It helps, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's the thing. Like when you treat everyone the same, like you can't go wrong, because so many people, fame, whatever gets to their head, once they're around this circle, they think everyone below is like, day ones. They forget the day ones, or whatever.
Bro, I'm respectful for everyone. Exactly. Everyone that jumps in my DMs, they know, bro. Other details, other people, where I can help, I will help you, bro. It's just how I am, how I've been brought up. Each one teach one. That's the motto. Each one teach one, my boy.
That's your trademark. You need to trademark that.
I think someone's probably already trademarked that already, but that's just it might be a Jamaican or Rasta type of saying, each one teach one, but yeah.
It works, yeah. And in terms of kind of the snowball effect, because I feel like, the industry you're in and, the social media I do, other people do, it's like once you start and you keep on going, it rolls up. Forget about that. Once it kind of starts rolling, it starts rolling. And when you first started getting your loads of, offers coming in and everything, did you have to kind of invest, get a better van, get better equipment?
No, so the thing about me is I've always been high end. I invest bread into this
maxed out from day one.
I'm maxed out from day one. People always ask me, how much did it cost you to start? I say to them, I stopped counting at 20 grand. Like I had a 20 grand budget. It got to 20 grand and it went over, and I stopped counting. I was like, oh, you know what? We've busted the back now. But even for example, I started off with a Henry Hoover. Bro, now I've got a Ventos, Cranswell Ventos, which is like a £500 Hoover, £450 or something like that. Bro, as I get bigger, I invest in better. But from the start, it was always premium. All my polishing pads are premium, polish is premium, everything's top premium. So if I'm selling luxury, I have to be luxury. Some people, they want to cut corners. They will do the deadest products, but try to do a mad high rate. It makes no sense, bro. If you're if you want to be the best, use the best, bro.
From day
if you want to
one,
be the best, train with the best. Go to Urban Village, go to whoever, this person, that person. Train with the best people, be the best people, and you'll get to the best. Literally that, bro.
Exactly. Now let's do a quick fire Q&A.
Let's go. You didn't talk about Brentford, though. I thought you was about to talk about Brentford.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, God.
Because I saw, the question is, with the Brentford video, were you planning to do the glasses the whole time?
So Brentford, yeah. So with me and Brentford, like, I'm cool with the boys, innit? So them interactions are interactions that we have every day anyway. And then before these, the ones that you saw, before I had the metas, I got Brian and Bremo. No, forget. Let me go from the start. Vitaly Yanok done his one, yeah, and his one's sick. If you watch his one went viral, yeah, because after I asked him, can he do it, yeah, bro? Vitaly's, bro, he's a sick guy, bro. He's just man them, innit? Like, he gets it, bro.
Yeah.
I love him, bro. But I was like to him, can you do it? He was like, yeah. And then after he came out, but then Kevin Sharda was around the corner in his orange Lamborghini Urus at the top, innit?
Oh.
And he was like, I'm gonna get Sharda to drive in, because he knew it was going to look sick, innit?
The clip, yeah.
But I didn't ask for it. He just said he would do it. So when it happened and he drove in and he's like, when are you free? And I'm like, right now, bro. He's like, bet. And then that video went off, bro. And it's all because of him. They had he just saw the vision and he just done it. And it was just a sick, natural video. So I had 3 of them. I had him, had Ethan, my boy, obviously, he done it. And then Brian and Bremo, I done his car and I asked him, can he do it? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Cool guy as well. Big up Brian. And then, so I'm cool with the boys. I've been going for time or whatever. And I got the Meta Glass. I was like, let me just do a day in the life. I'm going to start doing day in the life. I've done one day in the life. I was like, let me just do another one. And that day, I didn't really want to do it, but I had a few things going on. So I could go to Brentford, then go to Arsenal. I was going to the Arsenal game after. So the first one, I'd done it, blew up. Reece Nelson at the front, blew up. You get it?
Yeah.
Big up Reece as well. For letting me do that as well. And the rest of the boys, everyone that lets me do that. And then I just said, let me follow up and do another one. Followed up and done another one. And I swear to God, I thought that Reece Nelson one, nothing was going to do better. This one, in a week, it's not even been a week. It's been like 6 days on 310 bags or something crazy.
So that's how I came across your thing,
likes,
you know?
Bro. People are saying this on the Explore page and that. So yeah, semi-viral, I guess. I don't know what viral is, but...
Yeah. Traction. Let's say you got traction.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of your future vision, would you ever teach others how to run their own kind of detailing business?
Okay, so I don't want to give too much away, yeah, but as I said to you before, I've got big goals, big aspirations, and everything's mapped out. There's a map with everything in it. And I feel like when you get to that micro influencer stage, which is 10,000 to 100,000 followers, I didn't know this till the other day. I had a meeting with someone. A lot of traction starts coming your way. Certain people will start following you. People start messaging you, and you start figuring certain other things out. Maybe you didn't know. You start talking to people that know certain things, and yes, 100%. That's where I see myself. Naturally, right now, so many people come to me and ask me so many questions in the DMs, and I help everyone. I try as much as I can to help.
Exactly, yeah.
I've trained people. I've trained probably over 10 people now. On my TikTok, not on my Instagram, I've got one-on-one training. When people see my TikTok, they come. Reason why I haven't done it on Instagram yet is because I will do it on Instagram, but I'm going to launch it properly on Instagram. Right now, it's just in my bio on TikTok, and people see it and they message me, and I've trained like 10 of them. Have a group chat where I help them out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep them in check. I've helped, bro. People come to me, yeah, that I've helped. They're like, bro, you changed my life. You've changed my life. And I'd reel off names, but I don't need to reel off names now. When it's time to reel off names and get testimonials and stuff like that, it will all come. But 100% I see myself as going down that route.
They know who they are. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, 3 more questions to wrap up. So, what's the best car you've worked on?
Best or favourite?
Favourite.
Favourite car I've worked on, the Ferrari bro, I can't remember the name of that.
We'll put a picture.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture, and you can put the picture here. That one there, bro, that was a mad thing, bro.
All right. And what's one pattern you see with footballer cars?
If they ain't got kids, they're mad clean. If they've got kids, game over, bro.
Good luck.
The ones with kids, the footballers with kids, bro, their cars are crazy. But the ones that ain't got kids, they're quite easy. Like, they keep them quite clean. Like, there's like, easy to do.
And the final question is, for anyone, a younger you, maybe a hungry entrepreneurial mindset watching, what's one bit of advice you'd give to them?
To a younger
you, let's say.
Me?
Yeah.
I ain't got no advice, bro. My advice would be keep up with your prayers, keep Allah in your life, and just grow through what you go through. That's an advice to myself, and everything's gonna be all right. You'll work yourself, everything will work itself out. But that's just how I live anyway. To other people, what was the question? People that
want to make things, want to do something with their life.
Don't be scared to take a leap of faith. But before you take a leap of faith, do your due diligence. Whatever you're going into, know your market, know who you're trying to target, know how much you're trying to earn, and map out a way to do that. And then once that happens and you've got your money together and you can invest, then invest and take your leap of faith. And it's not going to be easy, but business isn't easy. But you have to grow through what you go through. So when you hit your trials and tribulations, you just grow through it. And I guarantee you, you'll be happier on the other side, man. Definitely.
That's words of wisdom, man. JB, thank you for coming down. Cheers. Thank you guys for watching and take care. See you.
And final words, SYATT. See you at the top.
Alhamdulillah. Always. We know Allah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.